What up, Mafia Nation? Welcome back. It's LVT.
I'm MAGZ.
And we're here to do another reaction video for you. Let's get it.
All right. This one is by Kyle Serber. Thank you so much for your donation, Kyle Serber. This is Sabaton, Night Witches. We just got done checking out the history video for it. Learned a lot about the Night Witches. Didn't know that was a thing, but it's
didn't know it was a thing. Didn't know that those women were so badass, but
they were
guess
some
what?
badass ladies.
They are.
Yeah, and we heard little snippets of the song, so I'm excited to see what they do with it. And this is an animated story video.
They were badasses.
No. All right, before we check this out,
make sure you subscribe.
Smash on that notification bell.
And like, comment, and share with your friends.
So everybody can do the same because sharing is caring and caring is sharing. Okay, I'm done. There we go.
The Germans are resting behind the lines of the Eastern Front.
Okay,
Their
so it's just literally like a mini
all is in order
episode story thing.
Still of the night. It's cold, and the winter snow crunches under the jackboot of a guard. Looking up into the sky, the snow starts to drift down. It's peaceful here. Was that a noise from the sky? No, it's just the wind. Suddenly, piercing the still of the night, there's an otherworldly scream and a whoosh as a dark form speeds by. And was that a woman's laughter in the distance? There are no engine sounds, and the suddenly fearful German soldier loses his footing and whispers under his breath, "Die Nachthexen." The world is all at once a bloom of fire and ash, and two more dark forms pass without a sound. Hearing the whooping and celebration of these supernatural creatures, the guard shakes himself from his fear and calls out, "Die Nachthexen! Die Nachthexen! The Night Witches!" In the sky above, three planes of the soon-to-be famous 588th Night Bomber Regiment, their engines now running, turn east for home. Time to rearm and refuel for another mission. Coming into land, they're greeted by their commissar, Yevdokia Rashkevich. The young girls that form the pilots and navigators are between the ages of 17 and 26. They are desperate to take the fight to the Germans and have traveled from all over Russia.
I don't think they talked about that in the history video, the ages of the girls.
No.
Between 17 and 26.
That's crazy.
That's literally terrifying. That's so freaking terrifying. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. And could you imagine if you tried to like start your plane midair and the engine stalled?
Yeah, that'd suck.
It's like, well, going down.
They are desperate to take the fight to the Germans and have traveled from all over Russia to join the all-women regiments. The 588th is where the least skilled of all the women are placed, but that didn't stop them from carving their name in history. In the early days, they were largely ridiculed by the Soviet men. Given men's uniforms that were too big and shoes all of the same size, the women did the best they could with the clothes, making them fit with belts or filling the large men's shoes with stuffing. The equipment they were given was woefully out of date. The Polikarpov PO2 was a two-man trainer, underpowered and made of cloth and wood. These old string bags were nicknamed crop dusters, or even worse, sewing machines due to the noise their tiny engines made. But the women of the 588th ignored the taunts, and despite the odds, turned the plane's shortcomings to their advantage. The planes at maximum speeds were far below the stall speeds of any of the German fighters. Giving them a tight turning circle, they were almost impossible to hit. They were susceptible to small arms fire and anti-aircraft guns, so their strategy was to attack in threes, with a navigator in each plane. At her signal, the pilot would cut the engines and swoop in slowly, silently, dropping their bombs, dealing death from above.
Crop dusters were silent but deadly.
Stealth perfect. If necessary, the other two would draw fire from the fighters.
You started it, the last one.
They slept during the day and rode.
Again, I apologize. I am 12 years old. My bad.
Fire from the fighters or from the ground. They slept during the day and rose at dusk to take their vengeance on the invaders. This unnatural bravery and their stealth tactics earned them their title, the Night Witches. The German ace Johannes Steinhoff said, We simply couldn't grasp that the Soviet airmen that caused us the greatest trouble were in fact women. These women feared nothing.
Witches.
Oh my goodness.
Animated them too.
That's so cool.
Night Bomber Regiment, 588. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story. Aviation, deviation, undetected, still perfected. Foes are losing ground, retreat into the sound. Get this in the air. Suddenly appears confirming on the fist. Straight from where she's there. Target bound from around, battle sound from the battleground. Saving high. Lodging awaits to beat them at the gates. Live to fight and fly. Canvas, wings of death, prepare to meet your fate. Night Bomber Regiment, 388. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story.
Undetected, unsuspected, wings of glory tell the story. Oh man.
Fire in their eyes.
Unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story. Aviation, deviation, undetected, still perfected.
Oh man. Still dropping bombs on fire.
We're like, if we're going down, y'all are going down with us.
Heroes in the sky. As they appear on the horizon. The wind will whisper when the night witches come. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story. Aviation, deviation, undetected, still perfected. From the depths of Ellis Island, the spells, explosive violence, Russian nighttime flight, perfected. Flawless vision, undetected.
"32 women, both pilots and navigators, never came home. The 588th became highly decorated and respected, flying more than 23,000 sorties, dropping over 3,000 tons of bombs. 23 Night Witches were awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union, although they were disbanded just 6 months after the war and not allowed to fly in the victory parade, given their planes were so slow. From 1956, after she retired
Listen. So after you get these heroes, their awards, oh, they can't fly because they're in slower planes. Give them better planes to get in the goddamn parade, you sons of
Right.
bitches.
their
They
planes
just
were
kicked a
so
whole bunch
slow.
of ass, and that's how you
From
reward them?
1956, after she retired from active service, their commissar Yevdokia Rashkevich took it upon herself to
I love how
find
they
the
put the
site
Sabaton
of
symbol
every
on the
single one of
propeller.
the
You
girls
just
that was
ruined
down,
my I Spy
to mark
game.
the place and to pay her respects to each one of the incredibly brave Night Witches.
Y'all, listen, I'm trying so desperately to start up an I Spy game, but either I blow it for myself or Ryan blows it for me, and I'm very sad about it. If y'all would be interested in trying to play I Spy with me, please let me know, because it's something that, like, I will attempt to do if Ryan doesn't open his big old mouth about it. I was gonna say I spied 2 Sabaton symbols. Where did you find them? And they were gonna be like, oh, on his wristband and on the propellers. And I was gonna be like, yeah, you're freaking right.
Still could have played it because I didn't spot the wristband.
Well, You already ruined one.
I'm such a piece of shit.
He's the worst, guys. He's fired. So.
Bye.
Like, oh, you mean I don't have to be here at midnight every day? Bye.
Me. Oh, super dope
Anyways,
song
yeah,
though.
that
Like I
was
said, we
it.
saw the history before. It was cool to see them. It was really awesome to see them portray it. in
Yeah,
this
I
one.
really liked that video too. Like the actual, like the animation was dope. The story that went with it was stuff that they didn't talk about in the history video.
Yes.
So we got to learn even more.
It was super dope though.
Expanding our noggins.
I liked how they ended it though, where she went, like they talked about it in the history, how she went after she retired to find all their, where they had all crashed at. I like how after she found her spirit joined the Sabaton people, and like,
Yes,
That's super
absolutely. Yeah, that was great. And women are badass. Long story short is pretty much the moral of this story. And the Soviet Union should probably have respected their night witches a little bit better because they kicked ass and took names, man. They weren't fucking around.
they didn't take no names. They just kicked ass.
They
It
were.
was too dark for them to take names.
That's true. They weren't fucking around, guys.
No.
Weren't. They were willing to risk their lives. And it's just, oh man, that was great. If you guys have any more suggestions, you guys can either leave them in the comments below, check out our Discord, or you can do what Kyle Serber did and hit that donation link, and we will bump you to the top of the list. Get your video out for you faster.
For sure. And right next to that donation link, also make sure you check out our store link. Got lots of cool merch in there. So I got tongue tied a little bit there. Lots of cool merch in there. Hats, shirts, book bags, coffee mugs, fun stuff like that. You can also check out any of our social media scrolling below. Get to know us outside of the reactions. Get to know us as a band and as people on all of our social medias. Anything else we have to tell them?
I think that is it, aside from happy holidays.
Yes.
Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate personally. We love you guys, and we will be seeing you next time.